Tuesday marked 1 week since the beginning of nationwide protests over the police death of George Floyd, and as peaceful protests at times turned chaotic, particularly during late-night hours, leaders in cities across the U.S. have enacted curfews to attempt to quash them. Opponents of citywide curfews, the likes of which haven't been seen in the U.S. in decades, say it gives law enforcement too much authority to perform arrests on citizens who are simply exercising their First Amendment right to protest. This is the wrong way to handle disruptions to what have been otherwise peaceful protests, and they are far broader than necessary to address any problems that have arisen or may arise, the American Civil Liberties Union of Northern California said in a statement Monday. It continued, by making presence on public streets anywhere in these cities unlawful, these measures give police too much discretion over whom to arrest and will lead to selective and biased enforcement and risk harassment of people who are unhoused. In short, these measures will only repeat the very problems that our communities are protesting. Curfews have been enacted across the U.S., from Minneapolis where protests first erupted, to Richmond, to Phoenix. Wednesday evening will mark the fourth straight night of curfews for some cities in Los Angeles County, which instated a county-wide curfew beginning at 9 a.m., according to Deadline. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio on Tuesday extended New York City's curfew through Sunday. It begins at 8 p.m. and lasts until 5 a.m. the following morning. Geoffrey Alpert, a professor of criminal justice at the University of South Carolina, said curfews can sometimes be useful in easing tensions because they reduce the number of demonstrators and allow law enforcement to focus their attention on individuals who are engaging in illegal activity, like looting or assault. The point is to keep people at home, Alpert told Insider. Law-abiding citizens, for the most part, are going to stay at home when there is a curfew. A subset of law-abiding citizens will go out and protest because they don't believe in it, they want to protest the issue. Most departments aren't blanket arresting people, he added. The New York City Police Department said approximately 200 people were arrested at protests that on Tuesday night. About 700 were arrested the night before, according to the Wall Street Journal. De Blasio had enacted an 11 p.m. curfew on Monday, which was moved to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Last night, after the curfew was imposed, we maybe only have a handful of businesses that were destroyed and looted. From this perspective, it's effective, Maria Haberfeld, a professor of police science at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York, said. Historically, police curfews in the U.S. began as a means to keep rowdy children off the street, Haberfeld told Insider.